John, when I was a young teacher, watching my increasingly doddery headmaster doing all sorts of things which I thought were wrong, and thinking, if only I had this job, I know what I would do. You must be thinking something similar. What impact are you going to make in your first year, do you think?
I think you sell yourself short. The strength of the school has very much been the vision that you have given it. It has broadened immensely. We now serve many more pupils than it did before. It has such a broad curriculum which allows students to explore all facets of their educational development and social development. And it's those things that I'm really keen to make sure remain a strong priority in the years ahead. The school needs to be secure, but it needs to be secure so that it can provide a really broad base of opportunities for all sorts of pupils.
Yes, I understand what you're saying, but no school can be stagnant, no school can stand still. Possibly the way we have kept ourselves in a relatively good position is always trying to be one step ahead of what's going on outside. And subtly nudge the school into slightly different directions, just to make sure that it is doing the two things it has to do: provide the best possible education it can for all its students, but at the same time it's got to be economically viable. So, although it's kind of you to say that the strength, I think I would gently dispute what you've just said, because I don't think the strength of the school has its origins in me. I have enabled some people to give of their best to the school, but I think it's mainly the whole staff body, the student body, parents all working together that has made this school, well, got this school into the position it has at the moment. But it does need to change, because it needs to change every single year. I would like you to feel free to be comfortable with change, and also be comfortable with making mistakes. I've made hundreds, and I expect you will too. I am delighted that someone of your stature and age is taking over. It feels so clean, it feels so much of a continuum, and also I think it's very exciting. Do you feel excited by the prospect?
I feel immensely excited by it. The school has, in the 11 years that I've been at this school, I feel it has changed a lot. I feel that the pace of change in the external environment, in the outside world, seems to be only speeding up all the time, and the school has to remain strong and has to remain current within that changing climate. There are so many decisions to be made that have to be made about curriculum, about exam subjects, about ways in which we support special educational needs, in order to match all those changing expectations from the outside world.
But I don't think you need to be pushed, and I think that's important as well. You must be aware of all the changes that are taking place, but there is at the heart of the school, at its core, something intangible that needs nurturing and protecting as well, and not going to be buffeted around by external forces. And again, it's this balance between those two things. Being able to be modern, being able to bring in as many new ideas as possible, but at the same time maintain the core strengths that have sort of developed over time. I suppose we might loosely call its ethos, and that ethos, as I said earlier, depends on the people who control it.